Good evening, Rhythm fans. It's a historic night here in Jackson, Tennessee for the Full Count Rhythm, a summer collegiate baseball team which began playing in the summer of 2021, becoming the 10th team in the Summer Woodbat Ohio Valley League. In 3 years, the Rhythm finished second one time and won 2 straight championships. Tonight, a new era begins for the Full Count Rhythm as they join 17 other teams in the Prospect League, a premier Midwestern Woodbat League. The Rhythm joins the DuBois County Bombers as the newest members of the Prospect League, which is made up of teams in Tennessee, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and has been known as the Prospect League since 2008. The Bombers are rejoining the league they helped start. Full Count Rhythm fall under the umbrella of the Full Count Ministries, which was started in 2010 by 7 young men following a backpacking Christian mission trip to Nicaragua, including Full Count Ministries board president Nathan Davenport and other board members including John Smithson, Brandon Jaggers, and Grant Edwards. Full Count Ministry mission verse is 1 Corinthians 9:25, and that says, everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Let the games begin. Ladies and gentlemen, they are announcing here at Rockabillys Stadium, right off of I-40 down in Jackson, Tennessee, the Full Count Rhythm entire roster as they are lining up on the first base line. The flag is being presented out in center field in preparation for our national anthem. We are broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Of course, we will not be able to bring you the national anthem. We don't want to get kicked off. I want to thank you for joining us for our inaugural broadcast, our first audio-only broadcast in the existence of Full Count Rhythm. This is Tim Reese, your road play-by-play man. We'll be at home tomorrow for our first home game, and Zach Williams, our play-by-play man, will be joining me on the microphone, or I'll be joining him on the microphone. And then in a few days, we'll have our first broadcast intern, Max Keller, will join us. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
A big thanks to Todd Hunley and Linda Hunley over at Chick-fil-A of Rivergate for their support of Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm. These are the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. First for the visiting Rhythm, leading off playing center field, Joe Watkins. Batting second, playing third base, is Brett Von Dolen. Batting third, Jacob Tobias, he's the DH. Jackson Cothran will be behind the plate, batting cleanup. Andrew Hunt out in left field, batting fifth. Lawson T at first base, batting sixth. The number 7 hole hitter is Aiden Gibson. He'll play second base. And Mays White out at shortstop, batting 8th. Ramey Harrison batting 9th and playing in the number 9 defensive spot out in right field. And on the mound, Back for his second year with the Rhythm is right-hander Nick Judd, who's recently joined the staff over at Trevecca Nazarene University. He's a 6 foot, 195-pound redshirt junior from Owensboro, Kentucky, Apollo High School. Just finished his career after graduating from Kentucky Wesleyan with a fitness and sports management degree. He's going to be working on his master's in health administration over at Trevecca. He's the son of John and Angie Judd, the brother to Katie, Matthew, and Emily, and grandson of Meemaw in McQuady, Kentucky. And now the starting lineup for the home team. Jackson Rockabillys, Will Bowen leading off, playing right field. Brogan Jones batting second, playing second. Merrick Carter, shortstop, batting third. Matt Houston, the DH, hitting cleanup. TJ Rockerbomber, the catcher, batting fifth. Caden Contant, batting sixth, playing third base. Stan King at first base, batting seventh. Ethan Rossau, batting eighth, playing left field. Julian Jimenez, playing center field and batting ninth. And on the mound, left-hander Matt Riley, 6'3", 230-pound left-hander from Eads, Tennessee. He's from Freed Hardeman. He'll be a rising senior. Plays high school baseball at First Assembly Christian School. We'll tell you a little bit more about the starting pitchers as we get started, as the colors are being presented here onto the field. Both teams are lined up on first and third. The Rhythm in their road grays, tops and bottoms. Jackson Rockabillys in white tops with blue sleeves and white pants. Everybody is at attention, waiting for the colors to be presented. The American flag being held out in center field. A couple dozen young folks out there. Beautiful stadium here in Jackson, Tennessee. Wish we could bring you the national anthem, but we will not be able to, so we will take a quick break. Hopefully be back shortly with the first pitch of the inaugural game with the Full Count Rhythm in the Prospect League. You are listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
The national anthem, the longest rendition of the national anthem that I have heard in a long time. We had to go through a couple commercials there. Those young men are stiff-legged out there on the first and third base line, but beautifully done. I don't have the name of our national anthem singer, but this is game one in the Prospect League for both the Rockabillys and the Rhythm. Rockabillys got their start last year in the Prospect League, along with the Thrillville Thrillbillies, who the Full Count Rhythm will take on a number of times. This is game one of the Anchor 2 for the showdown. It's called 13 games between the Full Count Rhythm and the Jackson Rockabillys. And the winner of those 13 games, whoever wins the most, will win the Anchor 2 for the showdown, as it's called. It's brought to you by Anchor Transportation, who, as I understand it, not only are they the transportation company for the Full Count Rhythm, they are also the transportation company for the Jackson Rockabillys. And so, therefore, we have the showdown between the two teams that will face each other 13 times this year. It'll be 7 at Full Count at Drakes Creek Park, and then 6 right here at Jackson Stadium. I'm not really sure actually what it's called. It formerly was the Jackson Generals home when they were in Double-A minor league baseball, but with the contraction of minor league teams, I believe that was in 2020 in COVID year, that Jackson lost its minor league baseball team, and the Jackson Rockabillys have slipped right in last year, as they are now in year number 2. As the first pitch thrown out by a young man, probably looks like he's about 6, just a little bit inside or outside, depending on whether he was thrown to a right-hander. He's going to get another shot at it, though. There he is. He wants to throw right to the catcher, number 38. Looks like Matt Houston from Navarro College. Number's a little bit hard to see on the back of the Rockabillys jerseys. Have to get the binoculars out pretty good bit. So this is our first audio only, and it's not really audio only. You get to see me as I watch a ball game. Somebody thought that was going to be fun. I'm not really sure who that is. For years, I've been told I have a face for radio, and I believe him by now. I want to thank Josh Carman, the general manager, head coach of the Full Count Rhythm, to allow me to come back for year number 4. And most of all, I want to thank all of our folks that listen in on our YouTube, our Facebook, and Twitter pages and channels, as we've already gotten several comments from folks on Facebook. Almost a couple dozen of you watching already on Facebook. Got a few of you on YouTube, and I don't have a third device to find out how many on Twitter, but I will go and check that at some point in time. Let's see, Zach Williams, my play-by-play man, listening in. He's going to write down all the things that I do to mess up, and he's going to get those corrected tomorrow, as we will go for our very first broadcast on PLTV, Prospect League Television. Just to my left is the broadcast booth for the Jackson Rockabillys. And Zach, let me tell you, buddy, it's more than a 2-man operation over there. And I don't know, last year they said they had 11 different cameras here. We're going to have to up our game over there at Drakes Creek Park. But with all we're missing with the video, we'll try to make up with some audio. As Zach and I will just talk a little ball back with the press box gang. Mark McDaniel will be back on the public address announcer station, and Ken Stegall, our official scorer, is set to be back. And then we'll have to figure out who the add-on is as our clock operator, otherwise known as a scoreboard operator. Find out. It might just be Nick Judd, our starting pitcher tonight. Nick is back for year number 2, and he will get the start for the first game of the year a year ago in only 1 run, which was earned, and that allowed for the 0.43 ERA. Struck out 26 batters in his 21 innings, only walked 7. Last year at Kentucky Wesleyan this past spring, he had 11 appearances, 5 starts, had a save through 34 innings, struck out 32 in those appearances. Fine young man, and he is staying this year not at his aunt and uncle's house, Todd and Beth Cox, but apparently they are in the middle of a move, so John and Amy Smithson have taken him in along with a fellow team member here. He is being mentored by Robbie DeMarini, or DeMarini. Sometimes we just like to make it sound like a baseball bat. DeMarini, last year's chaplain for the Full Count Rhythm. This year is taking a little skizz. We have a new chaplain. Sam Kirkpatrick is a newly graduated former baseball player at Belmont University. And he is the new chaplain this year. Also have an addition as a assistant general manager. We'll tell you about him in a minute. But we are ready for first pitch. And the first pitch is low and outside. We are underway at 7:06 p.m. Central Time. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Hey, I don't have to reach over there and do the count. Presto Sports is supposed to do that for me. I don't see it up there yet. 2 balls now, no strikes to Joe Watkins, center fielder out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Now 3 balls and no strikes. 6 foot, 195 pounds senior from Dothan, Alabama. A finance major over at UAB. Get you a game time temperature. Strike 1 in there, 3 balls and a strike to Watkins with Brett Von Dolan on deck. Watkins getting the first at-bat in the Prospect League for the Full Count Rhythm. And he's going to draw the walk. So he is the answer to next year's trivia question. Who was the first batter to reach for Full Count Rhythm? And Zach Williams, he will remember it because he has a mind like a steel trap. Game time temperature 81 degrees here in Jackson, Tennessee. I want to thank our title sponsor, Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, as Von Dolan looks at breaking pitch, lands inside, and that will draw a visit by the catcher, TJ Rockerbomber. Common spelling of Rockerbomber, by the way. Racherbaumer. Rocker Bomber. Let's give you the rest of the defense for the Rockabillys. Ethan Rossau, the left fielder. Julian Jimenez in center field. Will Bowen in right. Caden Contant at third. Merrick Carter at short. Brogan Jones at second. Stan King at first. And Rocker Bomber is catching Matt Riley, who is having trouble locating the strike zone. And now 2 balls, no strikes to Brett Von Dolan, the third baseman. He's from Middle Tennessee State University. Started to swing there, holds up, and the pitch is a strike. Von Dolan, 5'11", 195 pounds. He's a rising redshirt sophomore. He takes another strike. Breaking pitch right across the plate. It's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. His mentor is Nathan Neal, getting 37 games this year with the Blue Raiders. Hit 250. Runner is picked off at first, but he's going to be in second base. Joe Watkins went on first move, and he gets a stolen base as Riley throws over to first, but the throw down to second is late. So a stolen base without the pitch. Joe Watkins, not only the first base runner, but the first steal of the year. We need a sponsor for stolen bases. Might have to come up with one here. And a swing and a miss. Down goes Von Dolan on strikes. So with a runner at second, Jacob Tobias, the DH, stands in. He's a left-handed hitter. He's from Lipscomb University. Amy Travis checking in on Facebook, along with Lori Bailey, her sister, all related to the Harrison Travis squad. Been with us every year, Harrison Travis. First pitch to Tobias is high and tight, backs him off the plate. Jackson Cothran is on deck. Back for his third year with the full count rhythm. Tobias 6'2", 195 pounds. Looks at a strike. Count goes a ball and a strike. See that the scoreboard on there has a runner standing at third base. He is not, in fact, on third base. He's leading off a second. Ball gets away from Rocker Bomber. Watkins going to head down to third base with his second head first dive into a base, and he's going to move down to third. Not sure if it's a wild pitch or a pass ball. See if I can pull up a live streaming of the Presto Sports. 2 balls and a strike. And that pitch misses. Count goes to 3-1 with a runner at third and 1 out. Just getting started here in the top of the first inning. Tim Reese on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Tobias played in 34 games. He drives one. That'll get by the second baseman into right field. First hit of the year and the first hit in the Prospect League belongs to Jacob Tobias. He also gets an RBI, and the Framework Athletic of the era, the Prospect League era, scored by Joe Watkins. As the Rhythm now lead 1-0. Hard hit, low line drive that hit the infield dirt. Just got past Brogan Jones at second base. Now another left-handed hitter, Jackson Cothran, facing a left-handed pitcher, looks at ball 1. So Watkins led off the inning with a walk after a Von Dolan strikeout. Stolen base and a wild pitch moves Watkins to third, and then a base hit from Tobias drives him in. Foul ball toward the Rhythm on deck circle. Keep looking over at the computer to make sure my scoreboard's right. It's not even close over there, folks. We might have to go back to the old way. Riley delivers. A check swing by Cothran. It looked like he started to go and then wanted to stop. Just got a piece of it. Fouls it the other way. On deck is Andrew Hunt. Jackson Cothran, 2 years at Motlow State and a year just removed from Ohio University from Siegel High School. Fouls one off to the left. That will stay in the ballpark, but get in just past the seating area into the concourse level. Jackson Cothran is a 2-time 5'11", 180-pound rising senior. The ground ball to first. It's a one-hopper. Stan King throws to second, and the return throw to first is not in time to get Cothran. So the first baseman got the lead runner. That's Stan King. Cothran grounds into a fielder's choice, and he will remain at first base. So a 3-6 for out number 2. And now Andrew Hunt steps in. Hunt, first-year player for Full Count, 5'11", 195 pounds from University of Alabama, Birmingham. Pitch low and outside. Rocker Bomber bluffs a throw down to first base. Cothran is back. Runs well for a catcher, but you're probably not going to see him take off in this at-bat. With 2 outs, 1 run in. Ball, no strikes to Hunt. Right-handed hitter grounds one foul toward the Rockabillys dugout. Jackson Jarvis, one of the assistant coaches for the Full Count Rhythm in his first year. He's the hitting coach. He is handling first base duties. Jimmy Gamboa, other assistant coach, bench coach, is down at first base. Matt Riley delivers. That one's outside. It goes a ball. 2 strikes. That's not right. I was going to say it's 2-1. Scoreboard had it wrong. I'm not even looking on the scoreboard here. We're probably going to make a change on our video screen here, or audio screen. That ball is fouled into the stands by Hunt. 1 practice yesterday for Full Count Rhythm team up at Drakes Creek Park yesterday. And Andrew Hunt's first 2 at-bats were base hits. Told him to quit right now. He's got 1,000 batting average. Take it to the house, but he stuck around. And he hits a ground ball up the middle. That will sneak through into center field. He's 1 for 1 in real-time play. The Rhythm with 2 hits in the inning. That'll bring up Lawson T., the first baseman from Lipscomb University. Jackson Cawthorn moves down to second, so runners first and second with 2 outs. T's a 6'4", 220-pound redshirt freshman. He was at Lipscomb this past year but did not play. He's from Gallatin, Tennessee. Homeschooler that spent a little time with Community Christian School. Business management major, the son of Donovan and Darla T. Has a sister named Landry. Granddad and Grandma in Dallas, Texas, and Gramps and Granny in Seymour, Indiana, as he takes ball 1 from Matt or Matthew Riley from Freed-Hardeman University. Riley from Eads, Tennessee. And a check swing, but pitch is called a strike. T, one of the taller position players for the Rhythm at 6'4". On deck is Aiden Gibson. 2 on, 2 out, 1 in. Breaking pitch just stays outside. You want to send in a post on Facebook? I'll try to check it every once in a while and see who's chiming in. Ground ball into the hole, but cut off at third. And the short throw over to second by Caden Contant to Brogan Jones gets the force out of Hunt. But the Rhythm get it started right in the top of the first inning with a run on 2 hits. That leadoff walk, no errors. 2 runners left on base. After a half inning of play, the Full Count Rhythm won. Jackson Rockabillys coming to the plate. We'll be right back after this short break.
But your money doesn't. Like right now. At Volunteer State Bank, it's working hard day and night, earning 4.5% APY. Playtime, drive time, anytime. You could be out with friends or on vacation. But your money, it doesn't take a break. You've worked hard for it. Now let it work hard for you. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account today and earn yield if qualifications are met on balances up to $15,000.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Safeware, one of our new sponsors this year, Mike Harrell, government supply contractor. Safeware is our Call to the Bullpen sponsor this year. Chick-fil-A Rivergate, our starting lineup sponsor. Of course, a title sponsor, Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Foul ball sponsor, AAA Auto Glass. Had a few of those in the top of the first. And our strikeout sponsor, the Roof Store, Steve Barrios. Later, after the game, we'll have the Frosted Luau Player of the Game. We get somebody on first and third. That'll be brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. And we will have a Full Count Ministries verse of the game at the end of the game. Let's see if we can get that. Well, we got the bottom of the first. We got that scoreboard somewhat up there. It says Full Cow. Maybe we'll go with that just a little bit. See if we can keep up with Nick Judd's pitch count. So we'll try it for another half inning. Will Bowen leading off for the Rockabillys against Nick Judd. First pitch he delivers on the outside corner for a called strike. Good start by Mr. Judd to Will Bowen from the College of San Mateo. Left-handed hitting right fielder. That pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Jackson Cawthorn. Bowen, 6 foot, 180 pound outfielder. Redwood City, California. Be followed by Brogan Jones from East Tennessee State University. Nick Judd in the full windup. There's a ground ball to second. 3 or 4 hops over to Aiden Gibson, and he throws on to Lawson T for the first out of the bottom of the first. 4-3 put out. Let's get you your rhythm defense. Andrew Hunt out in left field. Joe Watkins in center. Ramey Harrison in right. Brett Von Dolan at third. Mays White at short. Aiden Gibson at second. Lawson T at first. Jackson Cothran catching. Nick Judd delivers first pitch to Brogan Jones. Low and inside for ball one. Jones, a right-handed hitter. 5'10", 170 pounds from Gray, Tennessee. Got in 11 games last year for ETSU. On deck is Merrick Carter. The pitch catches the outside corner. Looks like at the letters. If you have not been to the Jackson Generals, is what I'm going to call this stadium. It's a full minor league stadium. I'm sitting up in a press box way above the field. Ground ball foul at the plate. Count goes a ball and 2 strikes. Still have Will Bowen up on they have a video board out in right center field. Now, they're still putting Will Bowen up there, but it's Brogan Jones, I promise you. 1-0, the Rhythm lead after an RBI by Tobias in the top of the first, and there is the very first, the Roof Store strikeout. Backward K in the book. Roof Store won't put your roof on backwards, though. They'll put it on right. Just call Steve Barrios at whatever Steve Barrios' number is at the Roof Store. Don't have that one. I got Steve Barrios' number. He wouldn't mind if you gave him a call. Merrick Carter stands in with 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the first. From the University of Alabama at Huntsville. Former Charger at Columbia State looks at ball one. He has a couple teammates on the Full Count Rhythm squad. Actually, I think he's got one, Ramey Harrison. Foul ball. Well, that almost gets the third base coach. Not sure if that is J.T. Scara, their head coach, or not. On the website, the only coach that is named is that head coach, J.T. Scara, S-C-A-R-A. He's going to move away from the field of play. Cal moves to a ball and a strike with 2 outs. Judd trying to get out of the inning with less than 10 pitches.